stuck in my outbox, but also I think mentally things are getting stuck in the outbox. It's
I like that. I gotta write that down.
Oh my goodness, we'll have so many isms here soon.
Things are getting stuck in the outbox.
For people just joining, hello, welcome. It's a new year, and this is officially my first Tuesday Tori stream back of 2026 because holidays. Then surprise, I did. It was sweet. Some people were like, "Oh my God, where'd you go? Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm alive." It's just busy. So if you weren't at the XBIZ launch, I can't help you, but I can help you. This is our wand. It's RGB LED, and it vibrates, and it's silicone, and it's waterproof. And look at these buttons. I'm so obsessed with them. My boss doesn't understand. They're laser etched, and they glow too. So you can see it in the dark, right? And I'm just a weirdo. I don't know. Can you hear it? It's such a satisfying click, just the click noise. I don't know. Anyways, this is what has kept everybody busy. You know,
it's so cute.
Condoms weren't enough.
It's like a disco vibe.
Oh my God, there's so many things. Wait, we can do rainbow too, but I thought that'd be too distracting. But also hey, Rebecca's here. Happy 2026.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Peace on earth.
But it's true. It's like, great, we get to catch up and network, but also like, maybe we can make it something. So welcome everybody to the, what do we call this? Oh, hold on. I forgot to do the one other thing. Welcome to Tori uses StreamYard. And because the P3 page is a private page, I can't StreamYard there. I have to be me, and then I got to go share it. So hopefully. I'm sorry, P3 people. I didn't forget you. I just now got
realize that.
Yeah. So that's why I have a page of a Tuesday Tori, and then I just have Tori. Because just Tori, which is fine at this point. Some people, I know maybe you don't experience this as much anymore because I don't as much. But back in the day, there's a lot of like, didn't want to use your full name, or you had a different name for social media and all that stuff. And I know it still happens.
I still have an alias. I still have an icon. I don't use my,
I'm already messed. But if we're going by Faye laws, y'all don't really know my full legal name. So it's fine. You can't control me.
I'm just Rebecca, like Madonna. Just Rebecca.
Well, I did feel bad. I was like, oh, I should put her last name in it because I'm also a fellow hyphenator. So, but Rebecca is nice for the socialists moving forward.
We are a rare breed. We are a rare breed. And AI and all the rest don't like us. They don't like a hyphen.
How much time do you spend like when you go to relog into something, or like even when I go to the airport and like, it's Titus McCroby. I don't know if you do a space. I don't know if you do a hyphen. I don't know if you capitalize because I got a little C, big C. I don't know if you jam it all together and make pasta. I don't know. Some people cut off like the last three. So I'm like, I don't know.
It's rough. It's rough out there for a hyphen. I got to be honest.
It's rough out there for a hyphen.
When I got my new passport, they were like, we don't have hyphens anymore. I was like,
what?
Okay.
Yeah, no hyphens.
Yep.
Fellow hyphen here. Hi, Blanca. I love you. I hope you have recovered. But hyphens, we unite. Estrada Gonzalez.
Yeah, they won't do it. They're like, no more hyphens. You get a space.
Huh.
So depressing, a space.
I mean, I guess if I had known that earlier, I wouldn't be hyphenating everything. I just would have given it a space.
Yeah, exactly.
This is strange.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Rebecca. I feel the hyphen pain.
What's up, Blanca?
This is the fun part when all the friends chime in.
Each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even better. Welcome to the chitter chatter. It's like women in adult, but not quite women in adult. We're gonna do it on a web stream.
I love it.
It's after 5 over here, so I did pour champagne because not only am I just celebrating 2026 and the launch of this bad boy. I don't know if you noticed, I changed my signature for those of you that are regulars from Condom Charmer to XBIZ 2026 Pulse of the People winner because I didn't even know that was a category or that I was nominated. So hear me now, people, on on my cheap Prosecco, but no one needs to know because it's in my grandma's fabulous vintage glass. It's y'all's fault that I'm still doing the shenanigans because you keep feeding me. You feed the baby birds, I'm going to keep growing. So welcome to 2026. And Blanca's just having morning coffee at 3 p.m. I know, but you spicy. You're on a different time zone, and you've had other shenanigans. I hope you've gotten some rest. Oh, thanks, baby.
Definitely well deserved. I agree with that.
Hyphens unite. I wish I'm gonna put it. Obviously, I like to merchandise still, and I like books. But I'm like, I gotta put it on one of these so you like low key see it. But I couldn't even bring it home. I swear it weighs more than my dog. It's like 20 pounds. It's a brick. And of course, one suitcase was, already kindly at 44 pounds, and the other one was already at 46. So we'll unveil it and we'll see it later.
You should carry it in your arms like a little baby. I
think I was at some point come after party, and my friend Jacqueline had to take it away from me because then baby turned into a weapon with the, hi, thank you. But I don't have proof, so maybe it never happened. Yesterday was your first day back after XBIZ. I got sick on Friday. I was fine on Thursday, becoming a person, sort of. And then my kids brought home a stomach flu or whatever. So it's like, I feel like I'm back, but I'm not 100% back. Are you dealing with sicknesses around?
I got super sick. Oh God. Yeah. Everybody's going to
AVN. Be careful. You always come home with something at AVN.
Wear a mask. It's definitely a wear a mask kind of show.
And definitely and shoot, I didn't remind my boss. I not anymore, but I grew up in the desert. So I'm like, you'd think I'd be acclimated to that dryness. No, there's something in the Vegas. It's dry as crap. I don't know why I'm censoring myself on my own show, but I started even having like a tiny little humidifier to go. Like and again, you think I would have been okay. No,
Vegas is the worst. I get like a Vegas voice.
The kennel cough
Vegas,
voice.
And you're like, hello, how are you?
The Phoebe voice, right?
Yeah.
When she's doing the stinker shoes. Oh, see, you can sing into the microphone.
I'm gonna have to get you to get me one of these.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think stock just landed today.
Yeah, like very much. I'm gonna give you a hard time.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, that's fine. It'll be perfect because then I'll give you a hard time because.
Okay.
Welcome people. Now that I see some little eyeballs joining, we'll just pretend that was like the behind the scenes stuff. You just joined early on because now people are joining, and we're going to take a step. Welcome back. It is a little diddly I call Tuesdays with Tori. And if you're new here, the show exists because I spent nearly a decade in liquids and consumer packaged goods, right, in that category before I jumped to condoms. And now we decided we do LED things too. I realized there was a lot of conversation in the industry that people weren't talking about what I wanted to talk about. So somehow y'all keep feeding me and I keep going. So thank you, but also beware. 2026 is upon us. The shenanigans are about to get more shenanigan-y. But today also feels like full circle for me because joining me is the lovely, like Madonna, Rebecca. If you don't know the joke with the hyphens, you got to rewind. Or you're not cool. You need to start coming on time. Okay.
Yeah. That's all right.
Who is the North American sales manager at Exsens. And if you know me or you don't know me, liquids, again, were my first love. Ryan, my husband, actually dragged me into this industry. Not dragged, but unexpectedly, right? Because of loves of liquids. He was working at Fascinations, then Lube, and then here we are. Right. So not only did it scratch my consumer packaged goods and my marketing and my merchandising, I just fell in love with it. And I know we're going to get into some of the similarities that I'm sure you've dealt with. Like this is like a cool, like, hey, fellow liquid lover, woman and adult. How many times does somebody say, oh, lube, haha, I don't need it. I don't use it.
All the time.
So we'll talk about that because I swear to goodness that the decade in liquids prepared me not just for selling condoms, but conversationally selling condoms too, because
and also
it's a similar
medical devices section as well. I mean, like there's a lot of parallels.
The categories should be way more married than they really are, to be honest.
I agree, full on.
Because the trajectory of just different business investments, right?
Yeah. Well, condoms, it's a difficult sector.
I wouldn't say difficult. It's just got what, 50 years on the adult industry. So it's just in a different channel, right?
But it's so highly, well, we're not supposed to talk about condoms on this, but for me,
why not?
Like,
you can do it. Talk about whatever you want.
Talk about it. Cool. So for me, it's just freaked out. I freak out by how highly regulated it is in the United States, to such a point that innovation is not possible.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of that, or at least me, myself, and I, the research, or look, conversations I have with people here, and fellow 510Kers, the amount of stuff that's not going through that would be on my end on the condom and the internal condoms, right? Female condoms, it's very hard for new companies. There's a few of them that have come to us and been like, hey, are you on board? I'm like, absolutely, but you got to have the papers done, and we can't pay that much of a pink tax.
And the papers from the government for condoms, the buy-in is minimum $1 million.
Yep.
That's insane. I totally.
Oh, with our sexy Miley Cyrus voice. You did have a good Miley Cyrus voice, Blanca. I'm not gonna lie.
She's hot. I'll give it to her. She's got
Blanca or Miley or both. Ha.
I refuse to say. I plead the fifth. No,
there you go. See, I love that, and this is why this is fun. I need more. This is also my creativity, right? When you get stuck, the beauty of working remote, but also sometimes it's easy to shut yourself in and never talk to another person and see what the hell's going on. So I bring it to you. Yeah. 'Tis my love letter, Tori. You're welcome.
Well, listen, I work from home, but actually, exceptionally this week, I'm in the office. As you can see in my crazy board behind me, which I just basically.
I thought maybe it was your home office. I don't know. I just make things up. It looks nice.
Is much more funky than this.
I'm getting there. I have what my husband calls the scary depressive tree. And I'm like, no,
like what is
she's
that?
Cute. Oh, we found it at Goodwill. My mother-in-law has a superpower, and it's finding cool shit. And it's hard to tell, but it's almost made like kind of like a broom, like twine situation. And then these leaves are painted like a little bit of gold. So I put some lights on it.
It's cute. I'm digging it. I was looking at it and I was like, what is that? I'm into it.
See, it stays. I don't know that Ryan's watching, but haha. I have confirmation bias. I only need one, and we'll run with it.
One vote. You've got my vote on that. Well, that, and I love books. I mean, at my house, there's a lot more books.
Oh my goodness.
Says something nice about somebody who has books.
We can talk books here in a minute. I love it. And Blanca, all your shit. I don't know. I think I'm about to become, I'm not that I'm a Swiftie, but I think I'm a bigger fan. I started watching a few of those episodes of her End of an Era docuseries, and I was just like, I'm not a big crier, but I was already in tears. I was just like, people talking to people like they're people. Oh my God. I'm like, so I might be a bigger fan because she seems like a real person. Kathy, that's my friend who is also a 2026 XBIZ winner for best home party.
Ooh,
comfy room to sleep in.
Very nice.
Where are we sleeping? Oh, in Blanca's office. Maybe she'll tell
Blanca.
I'm like, wait, where am I sleeping? Tangent is what happens.
We need an image. I need to see a photo.
Photos didn't happen. Okay, so before I drill you on all the products and the sales tactics, and yay, congrats, Kathy. I do want to call something out because I think it's important. Oh, Kathy's place. Yes, we can sleep in Kathy's office. It is very nice.
Nice. Okay.
And her husband James is there, and sometimes there's lobster.
I like lobster.
Who doesn't? Actually, my coworker Jen doesn't, which I knew she didn't like fish, but some reason I put like lobster and crab in its own. You don't like fish. It's fine. You eat the lobster. No.
Those are two different things. They're two different things. I hear you.
Oh my goodness, I'm such a spaz. Kathy's talking about when she slept in my office. Yes, there's no bed, but I can wheel this chair out and you can sleep with all the books because I had a little, like a fancy mattress. And then we just put a bunch of blankies on it, and then my dogs are dicks, and they come in and they're like stepping all over our stuff.
Oh,
hi Justin, how are you?
Very nice.
How can you not love lobster? Just I don't know. I'm gonna let people be.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Back to the shout out or call out. Want to let everybody know that Rebecca's company here, Exsens, is a woman-run company. So I think that matters in an industry where I'm not blaming anybody or whatever. This is not down with patriarchy. This is not the political Tori show. Okay. But just the numbers have historically skewed towards male and product-driven decisions. And a lot of women-led brands often haven't been able to approach pleasure in the same way, right? So shouting that out.
I think
Hey,
I mean,
go
there's a
ahead.
lot of great companies out there that guys run that are wonderful, but I do think that women go about things a little bit differently sometimes, not always. And sometimes the products that are made are different as well, with a different view on marketing and also on application. And I think it's important to have something for everybody. And so it's nice to go forward. I appreciate the shout out. It's really good. I enjoy
Oh no,
it.
and I think it's important. There's what, maybe on one hand, the amount of CEOs and women run industries and whatever,
Yeah.
not like the whole industry, but like the big people of the industry, it's still one hand.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
again, not downputting like we wouldn't be where we are without everybody that's done everything that they've done.
Yeah.
But
There's a
women
bit
just
of
got
that.
credit cards in the 70s. It's still a big deal.
I was just thinking about that today, actually.
Oh my goodness, right? Like
know.
on the timeline, it's really not that long.
Yeah, no, because I was in France, and in France, feminism is like, it's a nasty word in a lot of weird ways. People don't, you're like, people are like, you're a feminist? So you hate men? They're like freaked out by it. And so I was thinking about that, and I was like, listen, you have to put things in perspective when people say, oh, you're awfully uptight about these things. And you have to say, well, I was born when women couldn't get credit cards. And my mom, who raised me, basically the entire first half of her life, she was oppressed every day
And
by men. So somewhere along the line, you have to be like, it wasn't that long ago. Cut us some slack.
Well, and again, not to be like, you're a man, you must be bad, or you did those things, you are bad. No, we're just saying, this is what we've inherited.
Yes.
Here are some perspectives to help you navigate said inheritance.
Exactly. Cut some slack, be a little bit understanding. If,
it's not mutually exclusive.
Yes, it is not. That is 100%. But that said, I love it. Tons of allies out there.
You know what else is not mutually exclusive? Condoms and pleasure, or lube and pleasure.
Let's get back to.
Look at that. That was the segue, kind of.
Retournons à nos moutons. Let's get back to our sheep. Yeah. So
yes, let's get back to the sheep.
Let's talk about lube. Let's talk about lube.
I do love lube.
Yeah,
to be honest, but let's start with you.
Okay,
Rebecca. How did you find your way here to the adult industry, and then now leadership and sales and liquids?
Long story, very long story, very short. In let's see, the early 2000s, I was working for a .com company, and we had survived the collapse of the .com bubble. But I had just had my second baby, and I was like, this is a horrible, I want out. So I thought, I'll start my own company. And I was like, I love books. I'm going to start an erotic bookstore. And then I was like,
oh my God, I did not know this about you though, but I love your head and your dreams.
But no one has ever made money with an erotic bookstore. And I was like, or with a bookstore, period. And I was like, come on, Rebecca.
We need to hook you up with Dee Bertino. She did it.
Right? No, right? I know.
She's done
so
everybody's dream.
See,
I don't know if you're watching this episode anymore.
Romantasy is having such a moment.
And I love her dearly, dearly, dearly. Also, it's very exciting that she's doing well.
Keep in mind, this was 20 years ago.
No, 20 years ago. And, Dee had been doing what she's doing for 30.
She's doing exactly, but the moment she chose her moment well, and we can talk about that in a little bit, because I would love to. When I heard about it, I was like,
I'm sorry, the dogs are being rude. If I'm randomly muting, it's not you.
It's not. But in any case, so basically I decided to start a sex shop on my own, because we had just gone to buy some sexy, like a vibrator for a girlfriend, and we had to go like 5 of us together, because it was so gross, the place. And I was like,
It
there
wasn't
must
a
be-
moral support because I'm embarrassed. It was like, no, I'm
No.
going to get maybe,
Yeah.
it just, my mind's going a little crazy.
It's better that we go as a group because it's kind of gross and scary in here. So we went as a group to buy her I think it was probably like a rabbit from Vibratex or something like this. It was way back in the day. And the reality was, I was like, there must be a better way for people to buy sex toys than this gross place where the floor sticks and they're watching videos in the back. And so I thought I would start my own sex shop. And then we moved to Miami. I was in France. We moved to Miami and I was like, I'll just do a website. And it was a disaster. I did so many things wrong. It was my first business and I
But
messed
I
up
bet
so
you
much
learned
stuff.
so many great things
but
though
I
too,
learned
right?
a
Yeah.
ton. I learned a ton. And I met some great people. Like I met Greg DeLong from Enjoy, and I met the original guys from Fun Factory who were in the States. And I met,
Oh, yeah.
like this was way back in the day. This was in 2004. And but a couple of years later, I sold my business and I started working for Lovely Planet. And I launched their business in the United States, Lovely Planet and Maison Clothes. And then I left them, moved back to France. I did consulting for a long time, all for sex stores, because I realized that sexy people had started brands, but they didn't have any business sense at all. They were
They
just
were
sexy
very
people.
sexy and
They
they
were
had
sexy
very
people.
good ideas, but also
then it was like there was a total disconnect in between,
no,
like
right.
making money. So I
You
worked
got
for
to
a
you got to
lot
surround
of,
yourself with the right people when you branch out, and that can be hard to
it
be
can
like
be
to
really
do.
hard. It's like you can have all the best intentions in the world, but you're spending money on crazy stuff. And so I helped out a lot of different brands, and I ended up working for Lilo in France. And that was a disaster. I mean, I did very well for Lilo, but Lilo at that time was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
They were still getting some things handled underneath them. They made some big, I mean, I'm not like shooting on anybody and like whatever, but they made some very, everybody was talking about the strategic decisions that they made. And a lot of other companies started to, from a business perspective, yes, they were going out to be a disruptor, so to speak.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You like how I wrapped that up?
That was nice. That was
You're
really
welcome.
creative.
You're welcome.
But in any case, so I left them, I moved to the States, and I was going to leave Sexy completely. This was 10 years ago, almost. No, it was 10 years ago. And I messed around with some other things. And then Exsens contacted me, and they were like, could you please come and work for us? I had met Natalie, who's the CEO of Exsens in France, and they had already started their warming massage line, which was the beginning of Exsens.
Yeah, that's the big part. I'd be like, where are the numbers? Where's the product? I'm not, and not to you on you. I've heard from a lot of other mentors or other people in the space that have that sort of experience. And then you go work for a startup and you're like, cool, I understand. I'm willing to put some stuff in to get some stuff, but also I've been there, done that. I'm not trying to launch. I'm not trying to start from zero right now.
I was like, hire me. I'm not coming in. So they did. They haven't.
Is that not cute?
Oh, that's nice.
Blanca says, hubby over here is, I know that brand. I know that brand. I know that one too. We love you, William.
We love you, William. Thank you, William. I have to be honest, they hired me in, and it was interesting because I had only worked for sex toys up until that point. And so it was a bit of an education, but I'm sorry, the light in here, it turns off if I don't stand up and move around.
No, go for it. Again, I had dogs barking because who knows the weather. Hey, please go bark.
Oh, no, it doesn't like me. This is it. I don't know why.
This is the lighting, folks. We'll be okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
See?
There we go.
See, we'll be okay.
So basically, my mom is my mother was a scientist.
What sort of science?
She did chemistry and microbiology.
Oh my God, so did my mom. She's an environmental engineer now. She's got to clean stuff
retired,
up.
But that's amazing. Yeah, well, I spent all of my childhood in chemical laboratories, basically. And so for me, it was really interesting getting down into ingredients and also getting down into the question of lubricant, because they had created lubricants. I had met with them and said, you should do this, this, and this, and this, and they did it all. And basically it was
Isn't
free
that
consulting.
nice?
Yeah. And I was
But
like,
also like the amount of pressure when you're like, wow,
okay,
really,
you did it.
this really needs to work now.
But it would have been better if I had been there to
Yeah.
help you out on a few things.
Fair.
But in any case, they did it. And then so I found myself with these lubricants that needed to be sold. And at that time, and I noticed one of the things you wanted to talk about was what is the biggest misconception that people have for lube that I hear all the time, but less now. It's lubricants are made out of glycerin. Glycerin is a sugar, and that causes
Glycerin equal
infections.
bad.
Yeah, glycerin equal bad. And I was like, wait a minute, where's the data? I want to see the data. And so I did some research and I started, getting down into it. And that was kind of the beginning of my, I guess, obsession.
Oh, that was the beginning of your rabbit hole?
That was the beginning of my rabbit hole. Cause I was like, I always am like, I want to see the data. Where are the facts? Let's hear it. You can't just say things. Also, glycerin is not a sugar. I know that for a fact right there.
Also, not all glycerin is made equal.
Oh, first of all, yes, glycerin is a blanket term.
Exactly.
For a lot of different kinds of crappy product, effectively, yes.
It's like buying a dress.
Fine. It's
you
like
could get a good dress, and then you could get that really well-fitted dress.
And you're like, it's made out of viscose. What kind? Like, it's that kind of a deal. You know what I'm saying? So
she gets it, ladies and gentlemen. She gets it.
I get it. So it was really interesting getting down into the bare bones of lubricants and other products. And I have to say, honestly, Exsens does a good job. And the products that we have created together going forward, they are really, I love them. And I think one of the things that's good about it is you talked about it being a woman-run company. We all use the products. And I think it's important in some respects to say, oh, look at that cute puppy.
Sorry, one more needy one.
No, I love it. It's important to say that when you create a product and you use it yourself, it's gotta be good.
Yes. Although there's a fine line. I try to remind retail people that watch. I'm like, that doesn't mean you have to be into everything and tell everybody what you're like, it's not a restaurant where you can be like, well, this is my favorite and you do it here, like protect yourself.
No, like for example, when I was working for Exsens or for Enjoy, okay, I don't know if you know Enjoy products.
Oh no, I adore Enjoy. You know what? Stainless steel doesn't get enough space, and it really should.
It is, and the quality is like, but they make some pieces to go in your butt that are humongous. And personally, it's not my thing, but I could still sell the shit out of that. You can
still sell it. Absolutely.
You got to just put yourself in the fantasy mindset of someone who is into that. And then you just go. And I think that's, well, I mean, you talked about like the problems with selling lube, and that people often, you're like, well, have you thought about getting some lube with that vibrator or whatever in a retail situation? And people are like, oh, I don't need lube.
Oh, and then yeah, I don't need it. I don't use it. And then also cleaner.
Yeah.
I don't need cleaner.
I don't need cleaner.
I don't need cleaner.
Or even, I would even go further enough to say, I don't need an intimate cleanser. And I'm like, are you sure? Have you talked to your partner? It's kind of
sad when you realize the amount of people that maybe it's just me because I'm having to remind my 12-year-old about certain hygiene habits. Also, Mon was on the road for 2.5 weeks. We all did our best, right? But we're not 12 anymore, people.
This is true.
And I don't know, some of these things are expensive. I would want to take care of them as a consumer. I'm 100% with you. The consumables are what keep your customers coming back in. They're way more important than just, hey, my customer should, so they get the experience they want. Yes, that's important, but also they need a reason to keep coming back.
And not just that, we all need added sales now. When people
who here has been like, oh, I'm up 25%.
Nobody. And whoever is saying it, and there are some, they are lying. I'm telling you, there are a few people that are like, I got to say, honestly, there's always that person who's like, everything's great. We did this. We wrote tons of, and I'm like, liar, liar, pants on fire. I see you right now. Things are tough. And because they're tough, we got to go that extra mile. And I think a part of it is, and when I sell our product line, I'm always talking about this, and condoms definitely are a part of this category, is we are the extra sale. Nobody is coming into the store looking for, this is one of our best-selling products. Nobody is like, I want an arousal lip gloss. That's why I'm going to this sex shop. You know what I mean? They're not saying,
No,
oh,
they're going for the journey, the
I
experience,
want
the
a nipple
education.
balm. Nobody is saying that. They're coming in because they want the experience. They want the shopping experience. That's important. So they want to discover new products. They also maybe have a goal in mind, like furry handcuffs or a harness, or, you know, I need a new vibrator. These are classics. Or maybe a cute little ensemble or something like this. So they have a little goal in mind. And it is the job of the retail store to then show them a whole bunch of other stuff and get them to buy way more than they came into the store for. Because right now, we all need those extra margins. Those extra margins, they pay people's paychecks, they keep the lights on, you know, especially right now when things are a little bit rough. So you got to do that upsell. And to upsell, you need to have fun, cute products that people didn't necessarily think about. But the classics,
don't leave any money on the table, people.
No money on the table. The classics are obviously lubricant. They buy a sex toy, it's lube, right?
Or you won't get the experience you're looking for anyways.
Exactly.
Like that thing performs, does all the fancy things on the box because of lubricant.
Well, and the thing is I think it's important. So this brings us back to, oh, I don't need lube, that moment. And that,
I know, it's like we should almost do some like role playing and be like,
oh, totally.
Oh no, you sell lube? That's oh no, that's super fun for you. Yeah, no,
that.
I've never used it because he gets me plenty aroused,
plenty
or I don't, I never want to hurt his feeling, or that's for him, or I don't need it.
And so the other thing is, you say no one ever really needs lube.
Oh, I used to just be like, my favorite. Tell me why.
Yeah, tell me why.
Tell me why.
How? What does he do?
Because you know it's an enhancement. You know this one is flavored. You know this one. You want some stats? Here's some education stats.
A lot of it is too. And I used to, when I was selling for Lilo, we would talk about, there would be vibrators. You're like, you are a mom, or you're a businesswoman, or whatever it is. You've got a busy schedule, and you come home. You've got exactly 5 minutes to have an orgasm before you have to make dinner. So let's face it, I don't care how wet you get when you're having sex. You can't go from 0 to 50 in less than a minute. It takes time. So get some lube for your vibrator.
Like
and then you can do it.
Yeah, it's an enhancement. It's not a poor thing.
Critique.
Well, and now apparently condoms are a critique. I'm hearing some of the just the worst gaslighting, like it was a college survey. I could send you the article later if you want. And a lot of the you know, going through what's the misinformation, new ones came to light, at least for me. Hey, you know, we shouldn't even be intimate if you think I'm dirty.
What the fuck?
Right?
I'm like,
we don't need condoms because
I'm a swearer, but
no, welcome to the show. You may swear.
No. What about there's 8 million different reasons to use condoms.
Yes.
First of all, herpes. Okay. 2/3 of sexually active adults have herpes. All right.
I love that she's going to give the lecture to everybody. Do it. Keep going, Rebecca. It's usually me. Bring it.
I have teens. Well, they're not teens anymore, but I gave them all this thing. Herpes is like, are you going to tell me that this poor person that you're going to have sex with has herpes, and so you're not going to have sex with them? Everybody has fucking herpes.
Oh, you've never had a cold sore?
Oh, you've never had a cold sore? It happens. The reality is like, use a condom just to be sure. It's
or
totally
HPV.
Cool.
I know a lot of people have stopped talking about HPV, also, but it still lives.
The reality is that maybe you don't know that person very well, but you still want to have sex with them, and there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that.
But again, this whole now a gaslight thing is like, oh, well, then we shouldn't anyways if you're going to insist on condoms, because you should trust me to be clean. That doesn't mean I don't trust you. That means shit happens.
No, shit happens. And also,
let's just protect.
When was the last time that you got tested? And are you telling me that you didn't have sex with anyone in the last 6 months since you got tested?
Like, right, you didn't know you had COVID until you could, there was like a 3-day window or something, and then you would show up on the test. It's the same thing. You don't know what you don't know.
If you are a sexually active young person, okay, or a person.
She says it's so nice. Young person.
Young person. Well, I'm thinking like, college.
Well, no, we're trying to train them young, but not too young.
But even just a sexually active person, the reality is that you cannot know for sure that you do not have an STD. It is impossible unless you have been an absolute celibate. You cannot know because, and I'll go back to, you remember this from the 90s?
I love it though. I'm so into nostalgia.
You're having sex basically with every single person that they have had sex with.
Mm-hmm.
So all it takes is for you to have unprotected sex with one other person who has had unprotected sex with somebody else. Who the hell knows? Maybe they had sex with 200 people in the last week.
Do you want to be kissing cousins with all those people?
Not.
I don't even know them.
The reality is like, there's no, and also birth control, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Why should it always be that the woman has to take all kinds of hormones and whatever?
Oh my goodness. That's a different episode where we can talk about birth control, amazingness and the horribleness that I'm living through now.
And also this, and I will end with this one, is that sperm, the pH of sperm is horrible for a vagina. It's horrible for a vagina. And the reality is like, for example, if you're a young woman who gets yeast infections all the time, sperm is not the way to go.
Sometimes you don't want your husband, finishing inside because everybody's got stuff to do.
And you're going to be dripping all day, which can be sexy. And in some cases, it can be really sexy. I can dig it. But sometimes
you don't need that right before you go to yoga.
Exactly. The fantasy of it is a lot better than the reality.
I mean, there's a lot of fantasy in your relationships. At least I hope, right? I want that for everybody. But I'm trying to remind you that, like, you can have it all, but you can't always have it all of the time. So here's where we can give a little. Oh my God, I'm loving this. Efren's like just cracking up at us. We're now the lube condom lady, like dynamic duo. We didn't even get to talk about syphilis or all the drug resistant gonorrheas. We just went straight to sperm. I love it.
Gonorrhea is back.
It is bad.
Syphilis is back. It's crazy.
No, like syphilis, like you think gonorrhea is bad, people. Syphilis is worse.
No, there's like this, to get real sexy, there's this new horrible oral syphilis now that is completely antibiotics resistant. God.
Oh goodness. The year. So I'm not going to AVN. Blanca, you'll have to check in on the boys for me. But whatever. Went year before last. I don't know. I went a different year, and the performers were just telling me about this. So that was a couple, 2, maybe 3 years ago. Can you just imagine how it's already gotten to that point?
No, it's gotten quite.
We are here for your amusement, Efren.
Well, I mean, this is the reality of a situation. Well, I mean, the reality is this also, is I feel like if your partner is telling you, you have to trust me enough not to use a condom, you should not be having sex with that person. Because you're right. Gaslighting is exactly the word.
And that's just, and again, not blaming anybody. This is just the data that's being shown. These are the conversations being had amongst college students between 18 to 21.
Foolish. For me, that's very, very foolish. And I wonder if in some respects, using condoms has replaced conversations about consent in a weird way.
Ooh,
like consent has become, I just thought of this, and I don't know, that
got deep though, but someone write this down, or we're going to need to clip this for later.
Because college students are way more into talking about consent now.
Yeah.
But suddenly the new consent has been using a condom. And I mean, the reality is like, of course we all want to bareback. It's more fun, but it's not that bad with a condom.
Well, and guess what? There's like super thinner than thin ones. There's a nitrile one. There's ones that like feel honestly, like, so you can get that extra-ness, right?
If you like, I can never find a condom my size, do some research, get the condoms you need, and start carrying them around with you, and you will no longer have that problem. You know what I'm saying?
We can help. The My One line is amazing, and they're coming out with a wide version too. So it's like,
there are condoms for every freaking size out there. You can get them with lubrication, unlubricated, use your own lube, everything. I mean, everything, all the condoms, all the lubes come in sizes that you can carry around easily. I mean, like, honestly,
look at, I love me a tube.
Yeah. A tube is great. These are
really, and
so there is no,
and they pack so nice in my, like, know, if I got a bug out bag.
And you can put them, they all go on the airplane. Like, it's not a big deal. It doesn't have to look scary or anything like this. So I think it's really responsible these days to have these things around. I mean, and honestly, they're also easily accessible. You can buy them everywhere.
Well, I think that's the problem is, and maybe we're chit chatting, and maybe Sam, we'll save this, and then we'll be like people with a podcast of like whatever 80 million people, where we're talking about you don't know what you don't know, right? A lot of people don't even realize that you can have a conversation about sizing. You can have a conversation about A, B, and C because they don't even know it exists, right? Like I had no idea lube was a medical device until I started working in it. Right. Yeah. And that seems like one of the most basic things ever right now, but it's not.
It really is not.
People still ask me if there's casein in condoms, and that not only hasn't happened, but it wouldn't have been price effective for the last 100 years.
Is this condom vegan? And I'm like, yes, motherfucker, it's vegan.
And then you have to explain, I'm sure you have to do it with the lube too, where it's like, okay. Well, you need to understand a medical device versus a cosmetic, but then also like just all the things, just like everything,
just all the things,
everything. It's just depending on the paperwork.
Yeah,
it's literally latex. Latex comes from a tree.
But I think it's super important which is biodegradable, by the way.
Yes,
important to say. Unlike a lot of other things that are linked to the sexy industry.
But again, not all latex is created equal, right? No, not all polyisoprene is created equal either.
No, not at all. And I think so there's discussions that need to be had, but it's also important to know that you need to find the lube and the condom that is right for you. Because what your bro uses or what your girlfriend is using or what your mom suggested or your whoever, Planned Parenthood, wherever you happen to be getting your information from, what they suggest is not necessarily what's going to work for you. And you need to try and find things that are right. Because like lubes, for example, there are many different lubes out there that are good quality and that are completely different from each other. And the truth of the matter is like what your body, your pH needs, what osmolality your body needs, what you are using it for. All of these things depend on will influence whether you need this lubricant or that lubricant or whatever. And honestly, there's nothing worse, I think, for me than someone who says, this is the best. It's the only thing I use and you should only use it too. Because I'm like, well, but my body is completely different than yours. So
like that part, like feel free to recommend it. I love like a girlfriend referral.
Full on.
But that doesn't mean that I'm expecting it to do all the things, right? And again, that's the thing. People don't realize there's options outside of, hey, there's options outside of Trojan, right? Yes. There's options outside of KY, like a lot of really great ones.
Thank God for both of those things. Thank God.
I mean, and I have to rep for them. Things. So even me telling you, yes, thank goodness. They're just coasting and they know it. So
and this is another place where the sex shop or the boutique comes in handy because you can go and check all this stuff out.
You can get the information, you can get the education.
Get the information.
You don't need to be scared or gaslit.
Try them. You don't have to be scared or gaslit. And I think, and also,
and you don't have to go to the sticky floor stores if you don't want to. There are a ton of if that matters to you, women owned. There's even great things like my friend Kathy. She's got a home party situation. You call her, she's going to set everything up for you. Make sure you're so comfortable.
Home Party. So we've been working a lot with Home Party for the last 2 years. And I have to say, honestly, it is an amazing space for education. Amazing space for education.
Because a lot of times people just still don't feel comfortable.
They don't feel comfortable. And the reality is I always feel like in that situation, you have to talk at them. They might not respond, but they're listening. Yeah. And usually a glass of wine will help get everybody in the mood. I'm not teaching.
We're only halfway. We're only halfway. We're fine. We're good.
But like the reality of the situation is that you have to give them, and it's important to give them options. I encourage Home Party people to not carry just one lube.
No one wants to be told what to do. Give them choices, right?
Give them, I mean, you don't have to have 10 of them, obviously, but 2 or 3
Mine is the rule of threes, right? Good, better, best.
3 is nice. Yeah,
However
exactly.
you want to categorize that is up to you and your business. I'm not telling you how to do your business.
You need one for anal, one that's great for toys, and you need one for women who have problems with yeast infections. This is like, I think
The
for me,
sensitive
this is
brand.
the big 3. The sensitive brand. And maybe a nice flavored one. But honestly,
and then I would maybe add like, you know, because you're the sexy store, an arousal something or other, because that sometimes helps get them in, right?
Yeah, but I like an arousal gel. Oops, let me get back in the thing.
Oh,
I like an
get
arousal
in your frame.
Get in my frame. I like arousal gel as a separate thing because first of all, too much of an arousal can be too much. It's pretty shocking the first time you use an arousal gel, especially on a clit. You're like, and you're not sure you like it.
Or when it's too much of a thing. I don't know. I just felt like that stuff you should just sell like hotcakes. Everything I did. Yeah, again, this was a while ago. Everything I did, if it paired with an arousal gel, it was like, let's go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about arousal gels though, is that once you're into them, you are into them.
You can't go back.
You can't
See,
go
I'm
back.
too far down the rabbit hole too. I get it. Yeah. I'm like, do normal people talk like this or about this?
I got to be honest, arousal gel with a clit stem. Holy shit. It's a good time. Really nice. It's a good time. Everyone's going to have fun. Everyone's going to have fun. And so it's good, but you know, I prefer a lubricant. I want your lubricant to be lubey and your arousal gel to be arousing. And you can use them together, but they shouldn't be the same product in my mind. And it can be fun too, especially if you're doing flavors. For example,
flavors are super fun. Like I was born during the gelato. Like that little cart was my project. Like
gelato was good.
It was good, right? When it came out, but still, that's like what 15 years ago now. I don't even know.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Like flavors are super.
They were
fun.
Yummy, and at that time there were no nice flavors. So
None.
It was like kind of a little bit. It was a little bit cool. So I like this. This is my ginger lychee arousal gel, which is like super gingery. And then I like to pair it with our apple teeny lube. So you get kind of an apple pie.
Now I'm getting it. I'm like, ooh. I don't know. Ginger, and because I'm not a lychee person. I tried. I just can't do it. So I was like, but now with the mix, I'm seeing it.
It's not very lychee-ish, actually. I got to be honest. I think the lychee is marketing. it's really
for SEO.
Ginger. Yeah, it's for SEO. It's
for SEO.
It's a ginger forward kind of deal. But
that's another fun episode. What is marketing and what is the claim? It's a really fun fine line when I
would love it. I would
we just make it a game show. I bring hey, all my lube and condom friends, all medical device. Let's just do like a trivia game. Be like, I'll take 510K for 200, or you know, I'm gonna take ISO blah 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 for 300. This could be fun. This could be fun.
Hold on, I'm into it.
Okay. See, this is why y'all shouldn't encourage me, but also if you continue, I will dance for you. Oh my God. We like said all the things, but I feel like this is what happens. I write things and then we have so much fun and then other things happen. So we've already been streaming for like 48 minutes. I think we did without me like point blank asking like, what are the misconceptions? Do you think buyers need to spend more practical time adding to their basket size? Yeah, we did all of that, right? You can talk about it without killing people, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just in general, I guess if you're talking about ways to get people to try lube, is to literally have them try the lube in the store. And then, like I said, get them into the fantasy mindset. You could say, see how slippery it is? Now imagine if you were touching somebody with that. And how fun it would be, and like, you know, just get them in the deal. And you could say, yeah, of course you don't need lube, but lube is so much fun. Everything's better with lube.
Oh, thanks, Efren. See you later.
Bye, Efren. And such a pillar of the community, that guy.
Like people are like, oh, Tori's so social. She's a firecracker. I'm like, have you met Efren? He's been doing it longer too. He got more consistency. He does more shows.
Oh, really? Oh, he does all the shows.
He does all the XBIZ shows. I like sprinkle in on an XBIZ. I do an AVN on occasion, and then like an AMI. That's like it.
Yeah,
that's my jam. And then like whatever distributor shows.
Our travel budget just doesn't allow for it. So we're only doing 2 shows this year. But
I mean, again, I hear you. There's the industry needs more collaboration and more conversation. I'm not trying to be like, everything sucks
no,
and it's horrible and we're dying, but like, this is our
No.
industry. I'm just going to say it because it's my show. Let's stop letting the corporations, the big ones, right?
VC capital, man, venture
Yeah.
capital.
They're the ones every time. Tangent. Here we go. Star. They're the ones winning. Was the point of it? I'm sure you have to go as a leader of the sales. You usually have to go find some market research as well, because you got to fight for your budget and product and whatever you got to do. Welcome to management. Yes. So every time I'm going to go find, said reports or whatever, it's all, hey, the industry is still going to meet that whatever $1 billion in 2030. And then if I look at any retail reports, everybody's not looking like we're going to meet that trajectory. So where is it? Like we're the industry and we're not seeing it. It's going to BlackRock and Vanguard by the end of it, right? Like,
no, it's literally, and they're also inflated. It's inflated because those reports, they use them to do venture capital raises when they're raising funds for companies that are, I won't name them, but you all
it's
know
cute, but
about.
like we don't need to name anybody, but also nobody watches. Some people watch, but you get it.
Is like they ruin it. I have to say that they ruin it because they are spending absolutely sick amount. Okay, God damn it! Hold on a second.
Blinded by the light, or something about the darkness. Working in the darkness. Oh my goodness. Do you guys hear my dog right now? Can I show you? It's not like I didn't take her out. She's a corgi. She wants everything when she wants it, and she wants it. Nino. She wants to go OUT, and she just went before I even started this. And now she's going crazy.
The lights they turn off because we're trying to save energy.
Oh, I get that.
But if I'm just sitting here, they turn off. So
we need more hand gestures from you, Rebecca.
I do it. I get up and I move around.
More energy, more passion, more energy, more passion.
They still won't turn on these MFs. I swear to God. But anyway,
these MFs. I love how well, we already talked. We don't have to censor. And then if I do have to censor something, we'll censor it. It's not. You don't need to worry about it. You don't have to censor stuff.
I'm trying desperately to stop. It's harder to quit swearing than it was to quit smoking.
I think I would agree with you. It's more like it's more ingrained in there. Like when I'm not thinking about the words, it's a default word. Yeah. The dog, she's gone insane. I'm so sorry. Do you need me to wrap this up? Is there a person that needs things?
They're gonna close the office and I'll get locked in.
Oh no. Okay. So I'll have to bug you and we'll do our rapids another time where I just ask you random things.
It's fine. I've got until 6. So we've got 3 minutes.
Okay. Let's do it in 3 minutes. Rapids. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. One Exsens product every store should carry. No hesitation.
Oh, no hesitation. The Hot Kiss. Strawberry Hot Kiss Arousal Lip Gloss. It sells like hotcakes.
It's a good one.
POS display. Yeah.
It's a good one. I try to steal one every trade show.
No problem. I got it.
Most common myth you hear about lubricants.
Glycerin, it causes yeast infections and it's sugar. Yeah, obviously.
No. Selling lube is more about education or storytelling?
Education, definitely. But storytelling is always a great way to get people to buy products in a sexy shop.
Get them to talk to you.
Get them to talk to you and put them in their fantasy and get them, what can you do to facilitate that?
Yeah. How to help facilitate. Your go-to trade show survival item.
Oh, water bottle, full on.
I went without my water bottle.
Oh, God. I drink so many liters of water during a trade show. It's ridiculous. I
drink water all day long and then lost my sippy cup along the way.
Not good.
I suffered.
Oh yeah, not good. I
suffered.
Yeah.
If you were not in sales, what would you be doing instead?
I would be a writer, I think.
Ooh. And I think I would read your stuff.
Yeah, it'll be good. I read a good sex scene.
Ooh, girl. I feel that harder to quit swearing than smoking.
Tell me about it, man. We need a support group.
I'll help you. You can use my login here. Whatever you guys need. Okay, this was so fun, but
This was
also
super fun.
I'm
Tori,
so glad
thanks
we
for
got to
having
catch
me.
up, but also I'm like, oh my God, we could talk another hour. So
Full on. Well, have me back whenever you want. I had a great time. Thanks so
okay,
much. It
let's
was a
try
lot of
and
fun.
do a cute little reel or something at altitude. That'll be fun.
All right. Oh yeah, full
Yeah,
on. I'm
because
into
I'm
it.
trying
And
to like
then-
make
and
an archive.
then let's go have a drink.
Yes.
Because yeah.
And no, then the meeting, right? Wink,
Oh, yeah.
wink. Then
Oh, yeah.
then
Oh,
the
so-
meeting.
We'll
The
have
off-site
the
meeting.
over drinks.
Yeah, that part. I'm so sly. I need to leave the booth and let's go outside. I need to go outside and meet Rebecca. It's very important.
Full on. All right, I'll see you soon.
This
Have a
was
good
so
one.
great. Thank you so
Very
much.
fun.
And anybody that wants to reach out, feel free to DM me. I've got her information, and you can catch this replay at YouTube. It should post automatically.
Good
Love you
night,
all.
everybody.
See you next Tuesday. Good night.
Bye-bye. Ciao.